What if PlayStation's next handheld could drop into a dock and push performance past handheld mode, just like a Switch, but with PS5 class visuals when docked? Tonight we're breaking down the PS6 handheld leak, specs, docking, price whispers, and why Sony might launch two PS6s at once. According to well-known leaker Moore's Law is Dead, citing up-to-date AMD documentation, Sony is planning a dockable PS6 handheld alongside a traditional home PS6. The handheld is reportedly powered by an AMD APU with 4 Zen 6C CPU cores plus 2 system cores, and RDNA 5 GPU with 16 compute units, clocking around 1.2 GHz handheld and approximately 1.65 GHz docked. Translation: docked mode = more thermal headroom, higher clocks, and better frame rates. Translation: docked mode = more thermal headroom, higher clocks, and better frame rates. Docking isn't just convenience, it's thermal budget. In handheld, the APU is capped by battery and heat. In a dock, power delivery improves and heat can be offloaded, so Sony could unlock higher GPU-CPU clocks or bigger power envelopes. That means better resolution, effects, and frame pacing on TV while keeping battery life reasonable in handheld. Think dynamic profiles, 3040W docked versus 1015W on the go, illustrative, not confirmed. Leakers claim the docked handheld could exceed base PS5 in targeted scenarios thanks to modern architecture and docked clocks. Handheld would still scale down, think Fidelity FX upscaling, dynamic resolution, and settings cuts, but docked, it could punch well above typical portable PCs in the same power class. The pitch is a true hybrid. Play on the go, drop into a dock, and get a living room boost. Speculation puts the handheld around $499 with a late 2027 window, alongside a more powerful PS6 home console. That strategy mirrors Xbox's dual SKU era. Give players two entry points, one portable and dockable, one powerhouse living room box. If Sony nails pricing, the handheld becomes the mainstream on-ramp to PS6, and the home console remains the flagship. If Sony nails pricing, the handheld becomes the mainstream on-ramp to PS6, and the home console remains the flagship. A dockable PS6 handheld only works if the library story is clean. Expect Sony to push. If Sony splits features or performance too awkwardly, devs will target the lowest common denominator. The handheld can't bottleneck the generation. Handhelds are booming again. Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Legion Go, and Switch 2. Outside the West, portable gaming is massive. Sony's PS Portal showed appetite for SofaFlex Play. A native handheld goes further. Offline, travel, instant resume. A dockable unit lets Sony compete in Japan and capture time when the TV's taken. It also expands PSN subs, storefront reach, and micro-session play. Risks, battery life versus performance, fan noise, thermals, dock cost, and a 3 SKU headache if a PS6 Pro arrives later. Devs need clear profiles and tools so ports don't become a chore. And yes, if the handheld undercuts the big PS6 too much, gamers might wonder, why not just buy the portable? Sony has to differentiate without fragmenting. Before I hype train, I want to see. If Sony really ships a dockable PS6 handheld that feels like a console at home and a no-compromise portable on the go, we could be looking at a defining device for 2027. Would you buy the handheld, the home PS6, or both? Drop your take below. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell. I'll keep tracking every credible leak and the first official details.